grace of heaven and earth, grace of laws and universal principles. I wish and pray sincerely and truly. morning and welcome everyone. This is Sunday Life Dharma. We usually begin our meditation in Qigong movement, so you can join me in standing posture. Fingers out, wiggle. Now fingers together, wiggle. Comes out, up. Arms down. Shoulders stretching. The other side. Backward. The other side. And arms down. Palms up. Move your elbows and wrists. 3, 2, 1. Thumbs down. Hands on your hips. Circle your hips. Reverse. Now your toes. The other side. And cross your hands up. Breathe in and out. Once again. Palms up, palms out. Good. Now left foot out, palms out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in and breathe out. And right foot out, same way. Breathe out, breathe in and out, in and out. Back to center. Arms up, all the way up. Make your arms round and lean to your right. Back to center, lean to your left. Breathe in, lean. Breathe out, come back. Breathe in and breathe out. Arms to your side. Let's be a bird, flying bird. Very good. Arms go down. Right arm to your left, to your right. Again. Switch your arm, left arm up to your right, bring it over to your left. Wave your hands as you rotate your hands and upper body side to side. And two hands together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, Palms up to your chest, down, down, down. Arms out to your side. Now bend your upper body and lift up your upper body. Good. Now palms facing up, arms up, down to your side. Palms up to your chest again, palms out to your side, this way. And bend up, all the way up. Breathe in, palms out, and bend. Breathe out. Breathe in up. Breathe out. Breathe in. And arms down. Very good. Now chest, arms to your chest. Open your arms to your side. Chest breathing. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again. Arms go down to your lower belly. Open your arms. And bring your hands back in. Again, breathe in and out. Breathe in, breathe out. And hold a small ball here. And upper hand to your side, down. Rotate your hands position. Right hand up, down, good. Rotate, breathe in and out. Rotate, breathe in, breathe out. Once again, in, out, breathe in and breathe out. Rotate. Now left hand to your side, to your left side. Bring it back. Rotate. Right arm to your right. Keep breathing. Now both palms up, put your right hand up, cross, circling, good, and down. Same way to your side, cross and circle your arms together. Breathe in, cross and circling, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, make it big, breathe out, even bigger, breathe in, and breathe out. Now make it small, 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 breathe in, and out, breathe in, and breathe out. Good job. Arms up. Arms down, palms down. Breathe in. Arms go down slow and breathe out. Breathe in again. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out. In and out. Now relax your shoulders, breathe in, breathe out. Now please join me in bowing practice to the Dharmakaya Buddha Fourfold Grace. Grace of heaven and earth.
grace of fellow beings. Grace of laws and universal principles.
Now please be seated.
Good morning. I am Pong Pong. Nice to see you again. Hello to our children, teens, grown-up children joining us this morning. I see my teen students who are with us today. Adam, Annie, Sophia, Ava, and Mia. Good to see you again. Oh, I also see my young Buddhas. Hi, Leah, 5 years old. Leah, Jessie, Bodhi, Kras, Ishan, Youngmin, Jiun, Kyungmin. Hi. Oh, I see Henry, Andrew, Nia, and Avery. Eli from California. Wow. Hi, Stella, Elliot. Hi, Athena. Hi, Andrew, Amelie, and Brennan. If I missed your name today, please leave your name in the chat room and let reverends know. I also want to welcome the newcomers who join us today. Welcome. We hope you like our live streaming and come back again next weekend. Now, dear friends, why don't we settle our minds and bodies for a few minutes with meditation. Thank you, Pong Pong, for helping me to welcome our dear friends. Would you like to join sitting with us too? I'm gonna sit today in a chair, and then our friend Ping Pong likes to sit on the floor. There. Thank you. Wow, sitting in a chair feels different. Well, actually, I put a little cushion under my feet because my legs are short, and I feel my back is very comfortably sitting upright. How do you feel this morning? Would you like to join us? Few minutes of silent meditation. I'm going to start with a little bit of a guided meditation. The simplest guided meditation, you know what that is? Guiding us to our breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. I feel peace. I'm grateful that I can rest my body, my mind. Breathing in, breathing out. any thoughts. Doesn't matter whether the thoughts are wonderful or unpleasant. At this time, for a few minutes, we're going to just take a break. Take a good break from our thinking minds. Breathe in, and I release my thoughts. I'm already peaceful. I breathe in. I free my mind. I feel lighter and lighter. I breathe. I feel calmer and calmer. friends, join us chanting Yangju prayer chant. Chanting is a good way to bring our powerful mind, inner energy, and Yangju is a chant we offer before we make a wish. You're welcome to join us as loud as you can, or you can join us with your silent inner voice. 양주 천지연기야 심정 만사요이야 심통 천지여와 동일체하여 천지동심정 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 천지연기야 심정 만사요이야 심통 천지여와 동일체하여 천지동심정. Prayer for world peace. Grace of heaven and earth, grace of parents, grace of fellow beings, grace of laws. O Dharmakaya Buddha fourfold grace, may we take refuge in Dharma and be filled with compassion and wisdom. May we transform delusion into wisdom, greed into generosity, resentment into gratitude, discord into harmony, and hatred into compassion. May all nations grow and benefit mutually. May the strong help the weak, and may the weak learn and evolve according to Dharma. May all those who have died from world conflicts and disasters be delivered through all obstacles and be at rest. May there be peace throughout the world, and may all beings enjoy tranquility and happiness, living in their original true nature. This we pray with our whole hearts. Sutra chanting meditation. Today we are going to practice Heart Sutra. You're welcome to join us with each syllable by syllable. You're welcome to harmonize, sing. If you want, you can add your dance. Or you can just rest on this sound as a healing sound. Heart Sutra. The Bodhisattva of great compassion, when deeply practiced, Prajnaparamita realized that all five aggregates are empty and thus became free from all suffering and distress. Shariputra, form does not differ from empty same is true of sensations, perceptions, impulses, consciousness. O Shariputra, all dhammas are empty, they do not appear or disappear, are not tainted or pure, do not increase or decrease in emptiness, no form, no sensations, no perceptions, no impulses, no consciousness. No eyes, no ears, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no form, no sound, no smell, no taste, no touch, no object of mind, no of eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, oh mind, consciousness, no ignorance, no extinction of ignorance, no old days and death, no extinction of them, no suffering, no cause of suffering, no cessation of suffering, no path, no wisdom, no attainment with nothing to attain. The Bodhisattva will rise Prajnaparamita, therefore the mind has no hindrance. Without any hindrance, no fears exist, free from delusion, dwells in nirvana. O Buddhas of the past, present, and future will lie on Prajnaparamita and attain supreme enlightenment. Therefore know the Prajnaparamita is the great mantra, is the great enlightening mantra, is the unsurpassed and unequaled mantra, which is able to eliminate all suffering. This is true, not false, so proclaim the Prajnaparamita mantra, which says gone, gone, gone beyond, far beyond, now awaken. Gate, gate, para, gate, para samgate bodhisvaha. Gate, gate, para, gate, para samgate bodhisvaha. Gate, gate, para, gate, para samgate bodhisvaha.
We were curious about the topic too, which is why we took the time to think about it and share it with you.
Blind faith examples. To be truthful, both of us are too cynical to succumb a whole lot to blind faith. As we said, people have different styles, and we're more the rejecting types.
Kamsanga.
Good morning. My name is Pete Warshaw, and my Dharma name is Wan Ji Ho. The title of my Dharma talk is Seven Ceremonies, Seven Letters. As many of you know, my wife, Julie Wan Ju Hee, died in May after a long illness. Before she died, I asked her if she wanted a deliverance ceremony at the temple. In true Julie fashion, she told me, "I won't be there, do what you want." So I did. Because it turned out to be so powerful for me, Reverend Wangong asked me to share my experience and observations. I'm happy to do so as long as you understand that this will be about my experience and not represent the universal. I was only minimally familiar with the deliverance ceremony, even though it's one of the most important ones in Buddhism. Quoting from a temple brochure, the 49-day period of remembrance and prayer for a deceased person is observed throughout Buddhist tradition. The founding master, Venerable Sotaesan, explained, "When the numinous spirit separates from the body, it usually stays in an intermediate state for 49 days. Ordinarily, a spirit moves about as if in a dream until it receives a new body. In some traditions, this is called bardo. At our temple, this period is marked by 7 weekly ceremonies, 7 services times 7 weeks equals 49 days. During each ceremony, again to quote the temple brochure, blessings to honor the deceased are offered through meditation, chanting, prayer, incense burning, a financial donation, and opportunities for members and friends to speak words from their hearts." Julie and I were married for 48 years. For 26 of them, she was either in cancer treatment or in short-lived remission. For the past 5 years, she was sick most of the time, despite being bombarded with multiple courses of chemotherapy, radiation, a bone marrow transplant, dialysis, a daily basket full of medications, transfusions of blood and platelets, 2 phase 1 clinical studies, and countless trips to the UNC hospital's emergency department. Even when she wasn't obviously sick, she was often too weak to do more than walk across the room, if that. Throughout all those years, she never lost the essence of Julie. No complaints except for a quiet, "Oh well." A quick wit that lasted literally to her dying day. Curious about almost everything, as long as it didn't have a number attached to it. A builder of gardens, in love with our 2 children and more recently our 4 grandchildren. A gatherer of dozens of close friends from all over the world, many of whom also became friends with each other. A carrier of strong opinions, but the least judgmental person I ever met. What a blessing to have been her partner, lover, husband, and naturally her caregiver. I loved her oh so much. And I'm so grateful for the years we had together and all that she gave me. A few days after Julie died in my arms, Wangong and I discussed holding the series of 7 deliverance ceremonies for her, and I decided to go ahead. I had no idea how powerful the experience would turn out to be. As I participated in the first ceremony, it quickly became apparent that the primary focus was on her spirit and less on me and the smattering of family and temple friends who were able to attend. Everyone and everything faced the altar. Ironically, I found this comforting. It kept me in close conversation with Julie. This is in contrast to the traditional Christian funeral where the lectern faces outward toward what feels like an audience, and even in contrast to the 7 days of Shiva in the Jewish tradition. The ceremonies lasted about an hour. For the altar, I provided a large photograph I'd taken of Julie a few weeks before she died, a moment when she was particularly happy. And each week I placed a different sprig of flowers from her garden in front of that picture. Reverends Wangang and Ginger led us, as they always do, with grace. And there were my letters. During each ceremony, I stood up, went to the altar, offered Dana, smiled at Julie's photograph, took a deep breath, lit incense, and read a letter I'd written to her. Master Sote-san wrote, "Our true nature is like the moon in the sky. Only one moon shines by night, but its reflection falls on 1,000 rivers." Julie was always Julie, but like the moon, her spirit shone in all directions, sometimes in bright light and sometimes with reflective shadow. To the best of my ability, I wanted the 7 letters, when joined together, to describe who she was and to express my love and appreciation for all that she had been. The 7 letters were titled, "As a Mother, as a Friend, Your Gardens, as an Explorer, Your Spirituality and Mystery, You and Me, Illness and Death." Creating each letter involved lots of mulling, drifting, and remembering. I wanted it to be an expression of love and gratitude, not a chore. I also wanted each to be my best effort to honor Julie. I quickly found that the process took on a week-long cycle. Wednesday and Thursday, gently think about Julie in the context of the topic. Speak with people who were with her at those times, such as her college roommate from almost 60 years ago, and her gardening buddy from Toronto. Jot down notes as ideas floated by. Friday, begin to shape the main themes. Saturday, write the first draft and edit the next several. I didn't want to feel any pressure from having to do the writing on Sunday, the day before I gave it. Sunday, final edits, including reading it out loud to make sure the words and cadence sounded right. Monday, deliverance ceremony. Read the letter. Send copies out to about 50 families and friends who knew Julie well. Tuesday, receive and respond to people's reactions to the service and to my letter. Wednesday and Thursday, on to the next letter. The letters and the overall deliverance ceremonies provided me with an opportunity to share Julie with others whom she loved and who loved her. Most were unable to be there in person, either because they were out of the area or due to COVID-19 restrictions. But sending the letters to loved ones allowed them to find their own touchstones. This was important to me since Julie's light shone on hundreds of people. I am grateful that several members of the temple community and my niece and nephew were able to attend, sitting at appropriate distances from each other. Each was invited up to Julie's picture at the altar to share their own words to her. I knew I was not alone. I especially appreciate that the final ceremony was live streamed and then posted on the temple's YouTube channel, where it still resides. Lastly, and fundamentally, how do I feel about the purpose of the deliverance ceremony to help ready the spirit to receive a new body? I had never believed in reincarnation. Not that I had anything to replace it with, it just wasn't. But through my experience of the ceremonies, I've reached the point of saying, who's to know? I am sure of one thing. Julie remains inside me. I physically feel her presence when I look at the candle I light every morning and when I pass it throughout the day. When I pause, I feel her arms gently twining around me. Sure, I have my memories, but this is different. She's here. This poem by Thich Nhat Hanh, which we sometimes recite or sing at the temple, describes how I feel. No coming, no going, no after, no before. I hold you close to me. I release you to be so free. Because I am in you and you are in me. Because I am in you and you are in me. If Julie is in me, why can't her spirit be elsewhere? How wonderful would it be if her essence were again present for others to experience? It is now 10 weeks since Julie died and 3 since the deliverance ceremonies were completed. Looking back, the experience gave me a gentle framework to shape my mourning and a way to express my grief and my gratitude. It kept me in conversation with Julie and helped me walk the path together with her, as we had done when she was alive. I will miss her for the rest of my life, and that's okay. Thank you.
Good morning. This is Nate. Thank you, Pete, for that loving reflection on your experience with Julie's deliverance ceremony. With our Reverend's direction and dedication, I was able to have a deliverance ceremony for my mother last year. It was such a blessing to have the ritual and structure of that service, especially at a time when I had limited means to understand and even benefit from such a major life event. I find it impossible to comprehend the grace required to have placed Sotasan on this earth, engendered his teachings, kindled spirituality in each of our reverends, brought them to a foreign country, and then to the small town of Chapel Hill. Every day I'm grateful for that miracle. Dear Sangha, if you are as grateful and as touched as I am, please consider stopping now and going out of your way to make a donation. Since none of us is walking by the donation jar at the end of the service, let us conjure up an imaginary donation jar in the center of our hearts. We all have things to do and obligations to meet, but if we are here this morning, are we not open to the possibility that the ultimate purpose of this human experience is to know the truth about what is, and the truth of who we are? Without guidance from teachers like Reverend Wongong and Reverend Ginger, might I not be pulled over onto the side of a narrow, twisty road, looking at a map and wondering, where the hell am I? Thank you.
Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace. I begin on a new day in your presence. Today full of health and with peace of mind. May I walk along the path of the Buddha. us have our moment of peaceful sitting for 3 minutes. Let us open our palms and open our arms, stretch, and you can feel your back is nice stretched too. Can you raise your arms up? Can you? Good. And join your palms and down and breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. Now I breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Enlightened teacher said, birth and death is like breathing in and breathing out. Birth and death is like sunrise in the morning and sunset in the evening. Birth and death is like closing eyes and closing and then opening our eyes. Opening our eyes and closing our eyes. The greatest unknown fear for our life journey is how to make a transition. Dying and death. And this is a very difficult yet the greatest powerful agenda for us as practitioners to contemplate, meditate, and prepare. Thank you, Pete, for your very insightful, heartfelt sharing, and that came from your sincere practice. We are lucky to have many practitioners like you who are willing to deeply explore and investigate about this, how to make a transition peacefully and with great enlightening journey. So dear friends, now you are invited to our Zoom discussion. Bring your questions, share your thoughts, or any experience with you, your family and friends. Or you're just welcome to be present with your loving, supporting presence and with your listening ears. We'll see you soon. The Zoom will be opening in 10 minutes. Thank you so much for being with us today. May you be well. May you be happy. 감사합니다.